Welcome to Beyond Boundaries. Today we bring you a review of what went down in IPL last week, which is the week 5. We are covering matches from 20th April to 26th April. Star Sports actually called it as the revenge week, and honestly, it could not have been described better. And let's dive right in. First up, we have Punjab Kings. Their exaggerated celebrations after a win clearly took a toll because they faced the consequences against RCB. They lost by 7 wickets at their own home ground. So, what did RCB get right this time? We'll get into that first.
The best thing which RCB did was they did the bowling first, stopped them to a total which can be chased easily. And when you have Virat Kohli at your side and chasing 160 in 20 overs, that's pretty easy for RCB to do it because he has done it number of times.
Right.
Alongside Virat Kohli, Devdutt also played a very beautiful innings and the death bowling. If you see at the death bowling, both Bhubaneswar and Hazelwood, whatever experience they carry from the national side, from the IPL playing for so many years, actually that has helped them. And the best part was the fun banter between Shreyas Iyer and Virat Kohli.
PBKS had another game this week against KKR at Eden Gardens. They put up a strong 201 on board on the first innings, but Rain God had other plans. Meanwhile, RCB, they pulled off a thriller against RR in their second game. I still can't believe how Rajasthan lost that match after scoring 99 runs in just 8 overs. That's almost 12.5 runs an over. Let's break that one down because this one is easily one of the most dramatic games this season.
Yeah, without any doubt, it is one of the best games of this season. So, see, what RR are making a mistake is that, see, Jural is not your designated finisher, in my opinion. So, Jural has to bat at the top of the order. He can do well at the top of the order. So, Riyan Parak can bat a little bit below. He is known for finishing games for RR, and that is what RR need at this point of time. Since they have let go of Butler, who can take the innings too deep, like he starts from the top, he scores the runs from there and takes the innings very deep. He's always there at the end for RR to finish the games. But now, since he's not there, with the setup they have, they need to find their designated finisher a little bit early. But now it's too late. The season is gone for them. At least now they can tweak those things and do properly so that they finish the remaining games. Coming to RCB's bowling, I think they have been top notch this year, barring Chinnaswamy. Even now in Chinnaswamy, the latest victory at Chinnaswamy was against RR, was a fantastic bowling performance. Hazelwood in the 19th over, picking up 2 wickets, giving just 1 run, literally turned things for them. And RR were put under severe pressure, who again lost 2 more wickets in the last over to Yash Dayal. Again, Yash Dayal held his nerve, put a lot of control, put the brakes on, and 11-run victory was fantastic, absolutely. So for RR, they need to sort out their combination in order to obtain a finisher in the lineup. And while for RCB, I think they can just stay the way they are and keep up the momentum.
Now remember how just a week back CSK, MI, and SRH were stuck at the bottom of the points table. Fate had decided to spice the things up. They had to play each other in the next 2-3 matches, meaning only one of them could actually race ahead. Mumbai Indians finally avenged it. They beat CSK for the first time after 2023. Kieran Pollard actually vented out. He was fed up losing to CSK. So what went right for MI this time?
When you play in Wankhede, it's very difficult for the bowlers to bowl in the second inning because it's a lot of view. And restricting CSK to 176 almost won the game 80%. In the middle overs, what I could see was like Shivam Dube and Jadeja were not able to try and maximize because the line and length what MI came up with, they had really executed them as well. That shows the eagerness they have to climb up the table and get into the playoffs as soon as possible.
Correct. If you look at that match, we played in the pitch number 8 of Wankhede, and CSK had put up 176, which is like very, very lackluster, very, very intent lacking. I don't know what to say because it's 205 was the minimum score that was defended there, and he went on to put only 175, 176 in that pitch. So I would say, in my opinion, it was actually a lot of things going wrong for CSK is what went right for MI. I don't think MI actually could chase that down if CSK had put up close to 220 or 230. That's the score you were supposed to put up in that. We were actually going towards the score when Ayush Matre had like fired up the power play. But the lack of intent in the middle overs, as rightly pointed out by Ayush, didn't take us anywhere. And we'll talk about what's going wrong for CSK later. But Mumbai's next clash was against SRH, and guess what? Mumbai won that too. SRH now lost both their matches against Mumbai. The big question is, what is suddenly clicking for MI? They have now won 4 games in a row after losing 4 straight. It's been a crazy turnaround. So, what is your opinion on this?
See, I would say it in one line. Mumbai has arrived in this IPL. See, the first four games that I want to talk about is the first game against CSK. They were so close. They didn't have a good score on board. They lost it. The next game against Gujarat, they were really behind the game and they lost it. Then comes the next two games. They were so close. They came very close. They lost just by 12 runs in both the games, identical losses. And after that, they started winning. So this is the typical roadmap of Mumbai in every season. Wherever they go on to qualify for the playoffs, this is the typical route they take. In the beginning of the tournament, they try out different combinations. They settle on one particular combination, then they start winning. What has clicked now for them is that Rohit Sharma and Surya Kumar Yadav, who were in bleak form, has come back to form. Rohit Sharma is striking at a healthy strike rate now, above 150. So the opening combination is firing. The top order was the weakness for Mumbai at the initial stages of the IPL, but now it is their stronger point. Against SRH, what clicked mainly was their bowling. They got early wickets of Head, Abhishek, and even Ishan Kishan. I don't want to talk about the Ishan Kishan dismissal. Let it be whatever people say because we don't know what exactly happened over there. All right. So the bowlers have done their duty. Then came the batsmen. Again, after their display against CSK, the batting did not disappoint again. Sharmaji was again in very good form. Surya Kumar Yadav was trunking the balls really well. Will Jacks gave a small cameo. So the batting was absolutely very good. And nothing could go wrong for Mumbai from here onwards. It is only in the second half of the IPL that MI becomes so strong and unbeatable and might go into the playoffs. They're sitting at fourth comfortably. Another win, they would be solidifying their place in the playoffs.
And in this virtual tri-series knockout between MI, CSK, and SRH, it's CSK who has been pushed out. But there's something interesting happening. Players like Ayush Matre, Shaikh Rashid, Deval Brevis, Anshul Kamboj, all youngsters have been given a go. This is the first time since 2018 that we are seeing so many fresh faces in a CSK 11. However, despite this youth injection, CSK faltered badly against SRH at Chepauk. From being 107 in 12 overs to getting bundled out for 154 in 19.5 overs, that's just not what CSK we know. The collapse started happening after Commander Mendes pulled off that stunning catch to dismiss Brevis. Even at the ball, right, CSK started well, not letting SRH build partnerships. But in the death overs, all the efforts crashed, with Noor Ahmed and Patirana leaking so many wides, no balls, and boundaries. Such a contrast to Josh Hazelwood's death over clutch performance against RR. It's honestly disappointing for CSK fans. Playoff chances are slim, but fans like me still want to see a fight back, just like in 2020, we won the last few matches despite getting eliminated. So, what needs to go right for CSK now? And more importantly, how can they set a strong base for the next season, just like MSD talked about building a secured level and coming back stronger?
See, the first thing which is very disappointing from the point of CSK was like MSD talking about building a second 11 and preparing it for the next season. Still, the season is not gone and you're preparing for the next season. That has shattered the CSK fans more.
They need some reinforcements in the team, to be very honest. What reinforcements in the sense I would like to say is so next year a couple of all overseas all rounders might be available in the market. So why not you go for a Cameron Green? That's what I would feel because he is one such all rounder who can be very valuable to your side. He can bat anywhere from number 3 to number 7. So that is what CSK needs. He can be your top order, he can be your finisher, he can be your bowler. You can bowl all four of his overs in the middle overs. You can contain the opponent. A player like him can be very useful. And why are you benching Ellis? What wrong did he do? I cannot understand. Ellis is Hobart Hurricanes BBL winning captain. He did so well in the BBL. I know pitches in India are not suited for him, but for a bowler like Ellis, he's very adaptable. He can suit on any conditions. See, I'm not here to blame Patirana and all those people. See, Patirana is not in the best of his form. Just throw the ball to Ellis. Give him a chance. The season is gone. Now give him a chance. Just let him prove. Don't bench him like you bench Santner. Santner was one of the best bowlers. Ellis should also not face the same fate, actually. So that's what I think. Ellis has to play. And you also have some very good players in the team like Vansh Bedi, you have Andre Siddharth, who can really bat well. I think they have shown glimpses of their form in domestic cricket and also their regional T20 tournaments that happens inside their states. So throw them into the gauntlet. Plan for next year. Try getting some big players like Cameron Green or getting some players, rookie players like Cooper Connolly, who also has a spin weapon in his armory. So such players can be really valuable at Chepauk also. So need to plan properly. I think you cannot sit like this, being one of the bigger teams in this tournament. We will play aesthetic cricket. We will play the beauty of the game. Players like Priyan Sharia look very concerning. This type of trash talk from Fleming is literally worrying signs for CSK. Absolutely. So what CSK now needs is not change of players or change of strategy. They need changes right from the top management. Who is planning all those things? From the management, from the coach, from the icon player or whoever is the captain right now, everyone's mindset has to change. T20 has changed. You can't defend a 160 or you can't chase a 200 by taking games deep nowadays. Bowlers have figured out your strategies. CSK is no more that threatening team that it used to be. That even if there are 40 runs to win of 2 overs, they can easily win it. No, those times have gone. Change your strategies, change the way the squad is built, change your mindset. That's the main thing. The mindset has to change in this franchise. If the mindset is not changing, it's very difficult in the near future. The next 5 years will be very turbulent years. MSD, I don't think he should be anymore continuing in the squad. So I already said in the CSK review, first of all,
Yeah.
that this retention was pointless in my opinion.
In the auction, I saw CSK buying Patirana, Khalil Ahmed, Ravi Ashwin. Why haven't they gone for Natarajan? Why haven't they gone for Washington Sundar? Those players could have been there in CSK squad. The management could have backed them. Washington Sundar doing really well for Gujarat Titans. He'll give you like 4 overs. He'll give you the middle order batting. He'll give you the lower order batting. Everything can be sorted. For death bowling, you are having Matisha Patirana. He's leaking out runs. He's also giving those wides and no balls in free in numbers. If Natarajan would have been there, it would have been great season for him as well. Also, the good point was CSK has to play all these matches in Chepauk, and these two players have built their careers from there. So that's the planning that people have to do. Like I've never seen MSG so much humiliated when it comes to the press conferences. The type of words he's now using, I've never saw him doing all these things. So this becomes a little frustrating because he's one of the best captains India has ever produced. And if he's talking about type of things, it seems that the management has done nothing.
Correct. And what's getting me off is from the first game, more than one of Vijay Shankar, Rahul Tripathi, and Deepak Huda are still playing in this 11. When all the three are clearly out of form, why not try out a Vansh Bedi or Andre Siddharth who's in the bench? Why can't we give another person a chance who is sitting in the bench and who could come up with a performance like how Ayush Matre came? That's one question to ask. And moving on, apart from the games we spoke about, GT got better of KKR and DC absolutely dominated LSG. KL Rahul made a point with his classic 57, saying loud and clear that he hates being disrespected. And all these matches, all these performances, they have lit up this week's IPL. If I had asked you to pick up one performance of the week, one for batting and one for bowling, what would they be?
Yeah. See, I would like to start with the batting performance of the week. In my opinion, it has to be Rohit Sharma. Absolutely bamboozled the CSK bowling that day in Wankhede and announced himself that he's back to form. He was in a very lean patch. Even I was talking about it with my friends. I told them they have to replace Rohit Sharma with someone else in the domestic circuit. But Rohit Sharma has absolutely proved me wrong. He said, I am here to stay. I am not going anywhere. 4 fours and 6 sixes, runs all over the park with a healthy strike rate of 168. Absolutely dominated the CSK bowling attack, threw them out of the Wankhede and said that I am here. Sharma ji is here. So that has to be my performance of the week. Absolutely picture perfect.
The best bowling performance, I would go with Trent Bolt. If you see the match between MI and SRH, Bolt very interesting overs, 4 overs, 26 runs, and four crucial wickets. And the way he has come back after that match, MI played against CSK, I think he bowled 4 overs for 43 with a 10.5 economy. So coming back from that position and giving the best against the deadliest team of the IPL, against SRH, you never know like what could have happened if those wickets have not fallen.
Correct.
But the way he's bowling now, the type of experience he carries, he's playing across the globe, number of leagues, fantastic. He creates a pressure. He has the capability to bowl in swingers to the right hander in the starting first six. He can bowl good Yorkers in the death. So everything, he's a complete package to Mumbai. And if you have Bolt and Bumrah in your side, you're gone. You're totally gone.
And with that, we come to the end of this episode. Looking forward to another fun and fiery week of IPL. We'll catch up again next week with another weekly roundup. Till then, stay as cricket crazy as you are. Thank you.